What's up, guys? I'm BTC. I know we're in the middle of the Winter Wonderland event, but we did just get some new information about the upcoming events for next year, which is going to be the Lunar New Year, the Uprising Part 2, and the 2nd Anniversary event. Alright guys, we're gonna get to the new event stuff in just a second, but a real quick follow-up on a video I did the other day. They made some changes on the PTR, and one of the things was that Doomfist could hit Mei in her ice block and send the ice block flying, and he could also hit Bastion in his sentry mode and send him flying as well. Unfortunately, both of those have been confirmed as bugs, so they're not actually gonna make it into the real game. I thought it was a pretty neat little change. I would have liked to have them kept, but oh well, they're just bugs. Alright, so on to the event. So Jeff Kaplan has been doing a bunch of interviews lately, and he was asked specifically about some of the upcoming events. So it was confirmed that the Lunar New Year will be returning, but this year it's going to be Year of the Dog instead of Year of the Rooster, because it goes off of the Chinese New Year calendar, and this year coming up is Year of the Dog. Now, we don't know if they're bringing back Capture the Flag as the main kind of event for it, because it's kind of already in the game. Like, it's a main part of the game. You can play it in the arcade or in custom game modes or whatever. So it would make sense for them to make something new. Now, what exactly that new game mode might be, we don't know yet. One of the interviews that Jeff Kaplan did was with PC Games, so I'm going to read you a quick excerpt from that. This is Jeff Kaplan talking about upcoming events. So he says, when it comes to the Lunar New Year, that'll be returning. It'll be renamed to the Year of the Dog instead of Year of the Rooster, so we'll be good there. Uprising is a bigger challenge, because obviously that was a very specific lore event. I think we'll have some interesting plans to evolve what we've done in Uprising, but I'm going to leave that a bit of a surprise right now. We're also considering how to bring Anniversary back in a new way. I think it should be a mix of the old and the new. You use Uprising as an example, and even if we were to do some new stuff, there's a lot of players who never got to experience the original Uprising content. So we need to bring that back for them as well. So jumping over to the Anniversary event real fast, it's kind of in the same boat as the Lunar New Year, where the stuff that they added for the first time is already a main part of the game. And what they added for the Anniversary, if you don't remember, in addition to all the skins, the dances, and all that other stuff, was the new arena map. So like the Necropolis, the Black Forest, that stuff. For the 1v1s, the 3v3s, all that sort of stuff. So that's already in the game. So for next year, they're going to necessarily have to create new stuff to put in the game. So it's very likely that whatever we get for the 2nd anniversary of the game will also be a permanent addition to the game. And the last event we got to talk about today is Uprising Part 2. Now, the Uprising event itself is different from all of the rest, because things like the Halloween event or the Summer Games, they're kind of like self-contained. But the Uprising event is part of the actual lore of the game. Like, they're using it as a mechanism to build the story in the game, because when you're normally playing, there is no story, right? Like, it's just two teams going at it, and that's basically it. But the Uprising event allowed for a cooperative game mode where you get a lot more information on what has happened in the past, or what might be happening right now, all that sort of stuff. So I think what they're probably going to end up doing is that they're going to use this kind of annual event to continually build up the story. And it seems that he did in fact confirm that not only are they going to bring back the old stuff from last year so that more people have a chance to play it, but they're going to build on it. And what exactly they're going to build on it, I don't know, but I hope it's something a lot more significant than simply just adding like a slight variation to it, right? So the other day I talked about a voice line leak for Moira, and these are her. Now, the other day, I made a video showing off some of the leaked voice lines for Moira during the Uprising event. Now, it's possible that they're just going to throw her in the regular one. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. All the characters are available in at least one of the game modes. But the thing that I thought was really interesting and could be a possibility is if at the time of the Uprising event, we had two different groups doing stuff. You know, there's two different aspects of the actual organization itself. You have the face of Overwatch, which is like Soldier 76 and Reinhardt and Mercy and Ana and Torbjorn. And then you have the covert section, which is run by Gabriel Reyes, which we better know as Reaper, who also had McCree and Genji and Moira. And, you know, there might be some others, but they haven't been introduced to the game yet. So I thought it would be really awesome if we got the Blackwatch version of what happened during the Uprising event. So I think that would be really cool. Or they could simply just take another part of the entire timeline and just show us what happened with them. So that would be really, really cool. I hope it's going to be a lot more than just, oh, we're adding like a couple more bells and whistles to the default mode. I don't think that would be really good. So let me ask you guys, if they were to make more cooperative game modes based on the story of Overwatch, what time period and what events would you like to see them make into the cooperative mode? Let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to check out my Discord server. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links for that stuff is down below. Thanks for watching. Remember, always blame the controller because it's never your fault.
Also, special thanks to all my Patreon supporters for helping to make this all possible. If you'd like to see what kind of cool rewards you can get for supporting the channel, check the links on screen and down below.